How's everybody doing? My name is Alan Roberts. Welcome. Today, I thought we would start doing a little series I'm going to do. I'm going to try to find as much weight loss content on the internet, and I'm going to try to review them, and hopefully these people will watch for free, and their audience will watch for free, and get some tips, pointers, stuff like that to, help people along on losing weight and getting healthy in 2026. And you can go get yourself on the Hunger Free and Happy app. It is literally at hungerfreeandhappy.app online, and you can go subscribe to it. We'll go over more and more and more of that as we go on. But this is Annie's comeback, and she is on a weight loss journey. So I thought we would just get right on into it and discuss basically how well she's doing. I think that from what I watched, and I watched very, 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 very little bit of this, because I honestly wanted to make sure that we were getting like as close to a full review as possible. So let's get to it. By the way, how's everybody doing in the chat? Great to see you. Blah, blah, blah. So here we go. Add her to screen. And let's do this. We're going to play her at 1.5 speed. And let's do this. Okay, so something is off here. I cannot hear her for some reason. So give me 1 second. Can you guys hear her? Oh, Polynesian Nielsen, welcome back. How the fuck are you? Can you guys hear that, by the way? Can you guys hear her when she's talking? Because I cannot. So we might not be doing this video today. I might have to figure something else out. Oh, yeah.
Oh, just let it out. I can't hold it in anymore. I will be sharing all of my computer. Hold it anymore. First things first. Or the next day, I don't care. Or the next day, I give you guys.
Okay, so I can't hear. Holy shit, we're having problems today. Give me 1 second. Let me try to increase the volume of this here. Maybe that's the problem. All right. We're trying to play her one more time here. We might have to switch. We might have to do something different. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear that? So strange. Not her. All right, we're going to try something very, very, very different here. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm back. So we're going to try something new. We're going to try a different camera here, folks. See if this works better. And again, sorry about this, guys. Crazy that you guys are having to deal with this shit. My bad. Huh. It might be this browser. Maybe leave your feed and return to it. That is actually a very good idea. Two Allens. Unbelievable. Oh, there it is. Let's see if does this work. Yeah, two Allens for would be too much for anybody. Like nobody wants that. Okay, let me try this.
All right. So we'll see. So give me just a second here, guys. I'm actively changing cameras. No, I don't want to end the stream. I just want to leave it. Okay. We'll get back to her in just a second. I promise. No, Alan, I'm sorry, guys. I promise I'll be with it in just a second. Well, it's not working still. I have no idea what it is, except that it's just not working still. So, oh, there we go. Let's see if I got this now. There it is. I think we are up and running. Finally. Sweet. Okay, give me 1 second. Plug this bad boy in. So I'm just having fun. Me too. You guys should, learn to enjoy yourselves. We get the microphone plugged in and we're ready to go. Well, that's not working either. I'm having one of them days, which I think all of you guys know what one of them days means. It's a fucking shitty day. Well, it's actually a good day. I'm having a very good day, actually. It's just this is not working out well. I have no idea why this thing won't work. All right, so we're just going to try it right now. Must have jinxed it. It is your fucking fault. You now got a lot of months, and now you're jinxing me. Your fault, 100%. So let's back with this. Let's get back to her. Here we go. I still can't hear it. The fuck? Oh, that's why. I got to change one more thing, guys. God, I am literally all over the fucking place today. All right, one last thing. There we go. We're good. All right, bang. Let's get this shit. Here we go.
To like virtually be talking to you right now. I'm so happy to watch it tonight. My hair has been extremely dry lately, so I put like this scalp treatment on, and I just threw on a little bit of lip gloss and concealer just to talk to you guys and look a little presentable, you know. But I'm definitely in my PJs, okay?
All right, guys. So obviously technical difficulties today, but what I'm getting from her so far is that she cares very much about her appearance, and that is actually a little bit of a problem. You know, like I say this to everybody, when you're trying to lose weight, you really do, especially from a large weight, you need to put like the concept of aesthetics a little bit to the side. The reward should be in how you feel, what's going to get you to be like 90 years old. This woman is very clearly morbidly obese. I feel that she obviously has her heart in the right place. That's very easy to do. It's very easy to have your heart in the right place, but oftentimes it does not do well when it comes to, making it actually come together. So let's give this a little bit more of a listen. And I'm going to pull you guys over here.
Catch up. So the last time that I spoke to all of you, that was pretty much the ending of our vlog. As you guys know, I had such a good time doing Vlogmas. This was my first time doing it. I'm just a little upset that I didn't really do it every single day for the whole 31 days of December. But honestly, I think
quick. She's obviously talking about a personal trainer. For weight loss. And if you are going to go to the gym and you've never gone to the gym before, you should get an in-person trainer. In person. Don't try to learn from videos, anything like that. Most people do not have like the wherewithal about them to like actually have the understanding to get good form. And it can be rather important, especially when you're first getting started, because when you're first getting started, you're building up the motor pathways that will cause habit. So when you do a squat, if you start doing your squat with perfect form, or close to perfect form from the very beginning, every time you do the squat, it'll increase your mind muscle memory and it'll make your body more efficient at doing the movement, right? But if you start with bad form, you will then build bad habits and then it'll cause muscle imbalances, those sorts of things. Now, don't get me wrong, for the vast majority of beginners, you're not going to lift anything of consequence that could possibly like hurt you that much, but you should learn proper form, and a personal trainer is a good way to do so. Make sure it's a good one. Like, and people ask, like, what's a good personal trainer? Very realistically, a good personal trainer is one, and I really mean this. This is something that upsets a tremendous amount of people when I talk about it. But a good personal trainer is in shape. I hate to be the bearer of bad news for a bunch of people, but in order to be a good personal trainer, you should be in shape. Because very realistically, personal trainers, like in-person personal trainers, they don't do much with your diet. They don't do much with your hydration. They don't do much with anything else. You're in person getting personally trained on movements, up, down, everything like that. I would argue that after a while, a personal trainer is even not good for an overweight person, because very frankly, now you're outsourcing your motivation. And that is bad. You need to have your own self-motivation, and motivation for yourself needs to be dedication, right? You need to be dedicated to losing weight. And for you to be dedicated to losing weight, you need to realize that there's shit wrong with you for being fat, like both physically because of what you've done to yourself and made yourself fat, but also stuff wrong with you in your head because for some reason you eat in an imbalanced way that makes it so you're going to be fat. Like I definitely have an eating disorder. I am a binge eater. I think it's 1,000. I got to check the app. Check my own app for this, by the way. You can check check hungerfreeandhappy.app, and you can check your own. You can sign up for it. But I personally am there we go. I am 1,831 days, no binge. I'm a binge eater. Keep it up. Is that like sometimes after you get started, you can't like outsource your motivation. You know what your motivation should be? Living past 60. That should be your motivation. Your motivation should be not feeling like you're going to die on a daily basis. Your motivation should be like if you if you see a flight of stairs, it doesn't scare you. Like that should be your motivation, right?
Talking to you guys about all the details, which I'm about to do. Trainer that was within my budget and within my reach. And I also started using Nourish.
So I'd love for anybody in the chat to tell me how this shit gets covered by insurance. First of all, and this is something that really upsets a lot of people too. So let's just move this over. To be very, 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 very realistic, nutritionists are taught by the people that created the food pyramid. Most nutritionists, the nutritionists and RDs that are out right now, were taught on the food pyramid, which is extremely extremely wrong. The new one, much better. But the old one, which is where most dietitians and nutritionists train from, very fucking wrong. Put it this way: RDs are to me that it's a laughable fucking profession at this point. It is. And I used to employ dozens of them when I was in healthcare, just for reference. But it is a laughable point right now. You guys your entire education was paid for by Nestle's. Like, your entire fucking education was paid for by the pharmaceutical companies and Nestle. Your education does not mean shit. You were taught poor information and spew information. You have an accrediting body that taught you this stupid ass fucking information. So the stupid ass accrediting body that taught you the stupid ass accrediting information is what makes you think that you are some sort of expert when you think that 11 fucking servings of carbohydrates in a day is good for any fucking body. Like, that's the fucked up funny thing. When you don't see that ultra processed food products are not actually food, they're just food like products. I know this upsets many of you, but by the way, debate any nutritionist or dietitian on weight loss. Happy to, Abby Sharp, I'd be happy to make you look completely fucking silly. I would love to. I would love to. This is it, right? That's exactly why I didn't continue that education. I took one class and they were blatant lies. I mean, from the very fucking start for dietetic school, for dietitian school, it's fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely stupid shit. I had a nutritionist who was very kind, but I was trying to get help with binge eating, and she was focused on haze. That's the thing. Like, no nutritionist should be healthy at every size. It automatically, for you to be an accredited nutritionist or an accredited dietitian and believe in the ridiculousness of healthy at any size or every size, you're disqualifying yourself. You are disqualifyingly fucking stupid and woke to be able to be in charge of people's nutritional choices, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about to begin with, because very honestly, on the food pyramid, so you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We literally have just made the entire educational process for nutritionists and dietitians completely null and void because we flipped the fucking food pyramid over, and that's what they were fucking taught under. So when somebody says to you, I'm a dietitian, that means that they were taught on the old food pyramid, which means that they are out fucking dated at this point. So let's get back to this.
Worlds together. I'm just very happy and glad that I kind of told everybody what I was doing at the same time. Because you have to admit, in the personal trainer world, sometimes when you hire one, they give you a whole meal plan and they want you to stick to it, and then they do your workouts. They help you with that. I had to talk to my personal trainer and tell her to give it to speak with a nutritionist.
That's very good for, like, people just want to learn how to eat. Here's how you eat. Avoid ultra processed foods like they are deadly for you, because they are in fact deadly for you. That's one thing, the beautiful thing about the Hungry Free and Happy app, which, by the way, all of you guys can sign up for it and get right here. Let me get that for you. Sign up for Premium. All of our did the notes close? Huh? But you can sign up for the premium package, which is $7.99 a month. That's all it is. It's $7.99 a month. But sign up for the premium package. You get the Hunger Free and Happy chat. Plus, you get to have a chat with the coach. Plus, you get to pick from any other workouts we have posted. You get to run the entire workout program right on the app. You get all the nutrition logging. You get everything like that. So here, you want to check that out, right? Didn't open. God damn it. But the best way to eat is to avoid ultra processed foods, like as much as you can. Try to keep it to zero. But I think, and it's one of the things that people have told me the most as they started using the Hunger Free and Happy app, because what it does, the Hunger Free and Happy app uses AI to decipher total calories, and it gives you the ultra processed food calorie consumption that, for the day, for the week, for the month, that sort of thing, right? So that to me is it's kind of worth the price of admission right there. But we are having so many people tell us that they had no idea that they were taking in 50-60% ultra processed foods, and that is insane to me. By the way, here you can go to the Hunger Free and Happy app and sign up today. But from there, you keep your ultra processed foods low, but you also want to make sure you're properly hydrated. So she should be trying to drink somewhere around 100 ounces of food for her midday, another 30 or 40 ounces of fluid through. She should try to push all of her food into a much smaller window of fasting. When you hear people say, I'm an intermittent fasting expert, there is no experts on skipping fucking breakfast. If anybody would be one, it would be me, because I have not eaten breakfast unless it's been for like a special occasion in something like fucking 10 goddamn years. I would definitely be an expert on skipping breakfast, because I literally do not eat until normally at least midday, if not a couple of the afternoon. And then I'm done eating a few hours to eat. And I would suggest to vast majority of most of you out there, that is how you should also eat. Most of you do not nearly have the caloric output to even possibly suggest that you should be consuming food all fucking day long. You don't need snacks if you are not active. If you are not an active person, meaning if you are not working out plus your daily activities at least 4 to 5 days a week, you shouldn't have any fucking snacks. Frankly, you should probably be only eating 1 or 2 times a day. Like, I eat a main meal, which I'm going to eat as soon as we're done here. And then I also have kind of later on snack, which will probably be something like rice cakes and peanut butter tonight, to be very honest. So I work out, athletic male, 185 pounds. I eat in a very small window. I keep my food volume very low also, which is another mistake that probably is going to be told to her by a lot of the personal trainers and all like that, because a lot of personal trainers are big on volume. You want, if you use high volume, low calorie food, you'll be able to have a caloric deficit, and then you'll be able to lose a bunch of weight. And that's not a lie. It's the truth. But if you have a high volume food, like say you switch over your normal like pounds of pasta in a week for the pounds of lettuce instead, or the same volume of lettuce instead, right? You keep yourself used to eating a high volume of food. At some point in time, it is not going to end up eating and eating and eating. That's why you want to get yourself used to a lower volume of food. Now let's get back to her.
How my plate should actually look like. I want to learn like what type of veggies and fruits, or what type of like mixture of meals. Nourish also helps me with like a lot of meal prep ideas and stuff. And I just really, really wanted to just learn like baby steps from kindergarten, like how does a normal person life eat. So we'll talk first about the beginning. I made sure to let her know that I was using Nourish for my like eating dietitian stuff, whatever. And then I let my Nourish nutritionist know that I was using a personal trainer to help me in the gym to learn how to work out for my body, for my weight loss, and just so I won't injure myself. So I was very open in communication since the beginning, Okay, so diving right into Nourish. I've only seen my registered dietitian twice, so I cannot tell you guys like the whole full story, because my first visit was crave, what I prefer, what I do like, what I don't like. Her questions were so detailed, but honestly, while she was asking me those questions, I kind of started like things started clicking in my head. If that makes
any new follower.
Fuck. So sorry. And I'll pause it here as soon as I've gotten through there we go. That she stays, good with, she's trying to make sure that she is, touching all the bases. And it does seem like she is very, very, very positively minded and trying to learn. And that's amazing. Like, awesome for this lady. You are trying to learn. I'm just going to argue that you're trying to learn from, people that may not be the best for you. But that is at least more. It starts you down a path, right? And that's very, 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 very good. Again, the nutritionist thing is something to be leery for. But the other thing that's kind of striking me is this, right? You can't build up too many crutches, right? It's the same thing I always tell people. Like our app, HungerFreeAndHappy.app, has an amazing food tracker on it. I'm actually working on the search engine now because it's the only portion where I feel needs a little work. But when you look up a food for us, it again does look up the ultra processed food percentage. It looks up if it's gluten free, gives you the standardized stuff. And even with that, I tell people, like, use it as a tool to learn what's in it. Use it to teach yourself what's ultra processed. Use it to have a roundabout idea of how many calories are in it. Like, anytime you put food into a food tracker, it's always a good habit to get into. Like, okay, I'm eating a pound of ribeye, and have it in your head what you think the calories are, at least in that. The calories and ultra processed food percentage. Like for a ribeye steak, a pound of it, it could be, to me, anywhere from 1,100 to 1,300 calories, depending upon the cut, the fat, everything like that in it. Even more, maybe even up to 14 or 15, depending on how fatty it is. But it has zero ultra processed food because it's a whole food, right? Like I know these things because I've taught them to myself, and I've done it enough. And you should teach yourself those things too. It's not like I'm trying to get you not to use my HungerFreeAndHappy.app. It's that I want you to use it as a tool to, in fact, build a healthy lifestyle. So at some point in time, you might not even need the HungerFreeAndHappy.app. That's the whole goal, right? So let's get back to her.
Small little things that probably felt very obvious to her, but to me it wasn't. But then and saying it out loud to a professional like that, it was kind of like, oh, it makes sense. So she just told me, our main goal for this month is I want you to learn how to eat more whole foods. I feel like you're doing great. You've obviously lost like the first 30 pounds on your own, which, you know, it's working. You're doing
first 30 pounds, it's fucking kicking.
Something right. But she just started like noticing the things that I was eating. I showed her some references and some things like the instant oatmeals, the protein waffles are frozen. Like she told me all these things are great, but to have here and there, not every single day. She's like, I really, really want you to dive into whole foods and fall in love with that and just try different recipes until you find things that just in that nature, mushrooms, you know, and I've been kind of like incorporating it into every single one of my meals. If you guys are following me on Instagram, I am more than sure that you guys are seeing those bomb pictures that I'm posting on my stories. But
you know, and that's great. The veggies are amazing. Good job, and great job on losing to 30 pounds. Like seriously, that's a great start. It really, really is, and it's awesome to see that you're taking it super seriously too. I truly appreciate that. I will say though that like sharing your stuff online is just something I always feel the need to, and I'm going to do a lot of these. I'm going to find people that are losing weight because we have a lot of weight loss journeys going on. I'm going to start offering free advice as much as I humanly fucking can. And this lady seems amazing. And I mean, like she's trying, she's putting so much effort into it because she's trying to learn about everything you can. And that's awesome. What I can say is sharing your weight loss journey online is a very dangerous fucking thing. It's very, very dangerous. First of all, you are opening yourself up to people that are just going to be mean to be mean. You know, I mean, and that's just that's the reality of the world. And I don't have a problem with the people that want to be mean. Like that should not bother you either. But the problem is we take a lot of people right now in today's world that are very seriously self-conscious about their weight, their appearance, and everything like that. We put them on the public stage, which is social media. And then we take these fragile people and we, you know, we somehow society encourages them to share their weight loss journey. And then when it starts turning negative, it's a negative thing. Like everything with your weight loss journey, everything with your health journey should be considered as close to positive as possible, right? Like I always talk to people about this. Like you got to like it. You got to like your lifestyle. You should be as close to, you know, really, really, really just positive as possible. Physical activity. Like we have on our app right now, and we're putting more programs on our app every single day. And if you're a premium member of HungerFreeAndHappy.app, you get to use any of the workout programs that you want right on the app. But we're adding more and more and more. But I will say this to everybody too. Like some of them are just not for beginners. Like their Every Damn Day Fitness volume training is on there, and that's a pretty intense workout, right? And it's great that it's an intense workout. But again, like it's not for everybody. Like some people should just start walking. Like I have another video that I'm probably gonna do later on today of this young lady who is doing hill sprints. Like she has a massive belly hanging over and she's doing hill sprints. This is very bad. Like that's a very bad concept, because here's the thing. You want this to be as likable as possible. If you are putting yourself through extreme pain, that shit's not going to last. Like no weight is lost that will remain lost that happens through extreme painful deficit and or extreme painful physical activity. Very, 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 very rarely will the person lose all the weight through basically punishing themselves physically and emotionally and keep that shit off because they hate it, right? Like if I were to wake you up every morning at 5 a.m., scream in your fucking ear, take you on a 2-mile fucking walk or run or jog or whatever you could physically fucking muster, go in, then sit you down and basically tell you you can't eat all the shit you're going to be around all fucking day long, and then tell you that you need to fucking like it and wake up again sore, painful, you're doing workouts that are way too fucking hard for you, like way too fucking much. It's never, ever, ever going to fucking work. It's never going to fucking work. You are going to hate it, and you're going to, in fact, relapse. You're going to, even if you lose 150 fucking pounds by just not eating every fucking day and eating 500 calories and doing fucking 5 miles of running and working out and everything like that. If you lose 150 pounds, most of that shit's probably going to come back on the very second you stop doing the fucking running and everything like that. Like you need to build a healthy lifestyle that is sustainable. Like my weight doesn't really fluctuate anymore because I do the same shit every single day in the fuck day out when it comes to my health, because I want to live a long goddamn time. So real quick to answer this, does your app have machine-based workouts, machine-based plans? Absolutely, it already does, but almost all of our workouts can be used with just machines. For instance, Every Damn Day Fitness volume training, the one I was just talking about, can be used with machines just as well as other. There is a power day that does have deadlift, that does have squat, but you could use a machine for that. There's oftentimes machines for leg press or whatever. You could switch those in, but absolutely. And we'll be adding, like right now, I believe we have 4 programs on there. There's probably going to be like 30 or 40 by the time we're done here within the next couple months. So absolutely it will. And you also get to join the challenge, which is basically gives you a daily checklist of the things that we're challenging on that time, which right now it's just all the pillars, but we're probably going to do a list of dailies, that sort of thing. So you love using machines. I tell you what, if you join today and send a message in the Hunger Free and Happy groups, join for the premium. It's $7.99 a month. It's super inexpensive. In the Hunger Free and Happy group, reach out to me, and I will try to get one made for you as quickly as humanly possible. Because it only helps out. It only helps us later on too. So, but here we go. Thank you for the question. One more time for any of you that want to get it. It's Hunger Free and Happy.app. Boom. So please do join up. Looking forward to having you. And let's get to this one more time. And we're back.
Let's talk the truth. Not all veggies taste good. At least not for me, not right now. I swear to you guys, I probably sound crazy, but I even thought of something so crazy while I was walking yesterday. I'm like, I think I'm going to create a series on this YouTube channel about, and I'm going to pick like one veggie and we're going to cook it different ways together. And then I'm going to try each way, and then I'm going to let you
too, because you're giving yourself different options and trying different things. When people say they don't like vegetables, it's wild to me, because you know how big of a fucking group that is. Like when people say I just don't like vegetables, that's like you like any you don't like any fucking vegetables. How about fruits and vegetables? You don't like any fruits or vegetables? That's a little crazy to me. Now don't get me wrong, it's because your palate's fucked up. And Annie, I'm not you on specifically, but yours is also. Your palate is completely fucked up, right? Like for some reason, natural food does not taste good to you. It tastes either bland or tastes off because you're so used to ultra processed shit, because that's what you were eating to get fat. I mean, without a question, that's what you were eating to get fat, right? But I did also want to point out that the veggies are really important. They're really, really important, but they're not nearly as important as the meat. If you want to lose weight, and take this as the biggest piece of advice as you can get from anybody, okay? If you want to lose weight, you are going to have to focus on protein at some point in time, because it is the most satiating macronutrient. and it is the one that your body needs the most. Your body needs amino acids and fatty acids. It does not need carbohydrates of any fucking kind. It does not need them. They're not essential at all.
Yeah, I'm just really, really locked in and focused on like the plate method. So my registered dietitian wants me like think about your whole plate, right? And she wants me to have like a quarter of it all straight protein, another whole other half plate. She try to do it as whole as in like your veggies, your fruits. Like she just wants healthier things on my plate. Let it be.
Okay, so just so you're aware, everything on your plate can be whole food, including the protein. Okay, and here's how this should work. All right, you should have, and I've talked about this. This is actually one of my books. And by the way, if you join Hunger Free and Happy app, hungerfreeandhappy.app right now, if you click on the banner that says Hunger Free and Happy at the top of the app, you get to download all 3 of my books for free. Just saying, all 3 of the weight loss books for free, not the other ones. But you get to download them all for free. So I just thought about that. But here's what I've talked about before: protein, veggie, starch. Actually, wait, no. Protein, veggie, starch. That's what it was. Protein, size of your fist. Vegetables, size of both your fists. Starch, size of the round of the side. Sorry, got lost in my own words. But that's the thing. Like a quarter, maybe a little bit more should be protein. So I do agree with it. But it's all whole foods, and you need to start seeing it as that it's all whole foods, all of it. And that's what you should eat in predominance, and mostly protein. Like mostly protein. You know, if I could never, if to maintain my physical health, if I can only eat 2 foods ever again, just 2, it would be ribeye steak and duck eggs. So that's what it would be.
Colorful, like let it be flavorful. Just make sure that plate has a lot of color in it. Okay, so that is.
And that is just real quick. This is also something else that many very big people have a hard time with. For at least a while, there's a strong chance you're not going to like your food that much because you're used to highly palatable food that is literally designed to get you to salivate and want it like a fucking slave. So you're trying to quit the food you're addicted to, basically. So other food is going to seem very lackluster for a long time, and prepare yourself for that. Like, obviously, the affinity for good tasting food that you find to be tasting good, obviously the affinity for it has not been a healthy thing for you up until this. Like, it has not been a healthy thing for you so far. You chasing what tastes good has led you away from vegetables and towards ultra-processed foods. So maybe the concept of, I get it that you want to enjoy the food. And again, you should enjoy everything you do, or at least not hate it. But you're not going to love everything you put in your mouth at the very beginning. It's just not a realistic thing. That's why another reason why I tell people to go towards steak, ground beef, stuff like that, because you can flavor that how you want it, right?
Exactly what I've been working on. It hasn't been perfect, but I was really glad that I met with her. And I'm meeting with her again tomorrow. I get to kind of like tell her where I'm struggling at or what I'm still getting the ick for. So that has been really good, like having somebody that I meet with every single day. Know how my week is. I literally have my notes for tomorrow's meeting because they're full training stat. You guys definitely see that every time.
Just to you, Annie. And by the way, Annie, since you're in the thumbnail of my video, if you ever want on my app, reach out to me and I will put you on the app. But waist to height ratio doesn't look as bad as normal. So doing good.
With my personal trainer, he always whips out his phone and he takes like at least like 1 or 2 quick little videos of me like working out and stuff. And I love it because it kind of like gives you that extra confidence or that extra boost. It's not just because he has his camera out, but in general, like he's like loving my form right with him every Saturday and Sunday. On Saturdays, I meet at 8 a.m. and on Sundays at 9 a.m. So I'm like the first one at the gym with him. Let me tell you, my first weekend with him, that was just like how he says now, Disneyland. Like he was just doing different machines, trying to see where my strength is, where like he's diving of what area.
So I do like that he's doing this with the squat, by the way. So your personal trainer seems to know what they're doing. Your leg press form was fucked up. I'm just letting you know that. Like, hang on. The leg press form is fucked up.
On Sundays at 9 a.m.
Your knees are way too far out. Like you're way too far out. And I understand you're trying to get around the belly, but let it go straight up in, because what's happening is you're twisting your the neck of your femur is turning out. So you're basically working your adductor muscles more than your quads, which is fine. But what you're doing right there is a really, 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 really easy way to hurt your groin muscle. So just be very, very careful.
So I'm like the first one at the gym with him. Let me tell you, my first weekend with him, that was just like how he said,
that far out, coming down. But this is
doing
awesome.
different machines, trying to see where my strength is.
So this is basically a box squat, and he is getting her used to the depth of the squat that she would need to actually activate the muscle. And I know many of you are going to be like, well, she's not past parallel. Let's fucking just celebrate the fact that she's squatting, right? So, but if you notice, she is also not in danger. I don't like how the heel is coming forward a little bit on this very one that I stopped it on, but the rest of them look pretty good.
Is where like my weaknesses are. He did a lot of like deep diving of what areas concern me the most, and he just really broke down every exercise, my form, and the importance of even just holding a bar and having your little thumbs in the outside compared to.
So it sounds like she found a good personal trainer.
Things like that make a huge difference and prevent injury. And I'm just like eating up every single time I come here. So first weekend was so hard, but still it wasn't as hard as past weekend.
Gonna have a little ad here, I think. Yep, good. Proper thing in mind. I do say like this whole aperture of things that she needs to accomplish in order to feel like she's successful. And that's an actual problem, right? Like she should know that she is, it is more about the daily habits. And she's setting it up where like if she misses an appointment with her trainer, it's somehow a fail. Or if she misses an appointment with a dietitian, it's somehow a fail. So just be careful with that. I'm not saying that you don't need these things, because I really do applaud this woman's efforts to educate herself, because that's another thing that we wanted the app to help with, the Hunger Free and Happy app. We want it to be like an educational thing for everybody. We want it to be able to like have people self-assess. Like if you're on the app, you'll notice that anytime you enter any information, it asks you your hunger score. Like how hungry are you at this point in time, whether it's for food or not, whether you're just waking up, whether you're stressed or anything like that. How does that affect your hunger? And it gets you to start thinking about it. So like you'll start noticing the correlations of like, wow, whenever I'm really stressed, my hunger scores also seems really high. So you start working on stress and stress relief. Like the idea is we want you to learn as much as possible. And that's what she's doing. So it's awesome. But at the same time, just be careful and know when to kind of separate away from these things too, which will be quite a while. You probably have a decently steep educational curve to go about. So there probably will be quite a while, but it does. And if Annie, if you were watching this and ever wondering about it, it does sound like you at least got a pretty good personal trainer. Again, the nutritionist thing, I just am not that bought into nutritionists, because most of them do not do what your nutritionist did and talk about whole food, because most of them have been taught by the pharmaceutical and food industry. You know, I like the idea of whole food. I do think that it should be veggies, protein, starch, but that's just semantics. Very, very, very small, but kind of similar. You know, so let's also recognize that everything that is not ultra processed or is not processed is a whole food. So veggies are whole foods, meats are whole foods, and you should be focusing on the proteins as much as you can.
This weekend was hard, but you know what? A good hard. Like it felt so good leaving the gym, and oh no, it's too hard. No, I tried the hardest that I can with every single set that he does for me. So it's just amazing. So just to like break it down for you, on Saturdays we always do like lower body for right now, and then on Sundays we always do upper body. My lower body has a lot of strength. Okay, your girl could push, your girl could kick, your girl could do a lot. But when it comes to my upper body, I am like jello, like literally jello. Okay, so I'm trying my hardest.
Realistically, by the way, that's an actual very truthful and correlative thing to most big people. Most people that have a lot of weight on them, their lower body remains decently strong. I mean, they have to ambulate, which is walk around on extra weight. So they do normally have decent lower body strength. Their upper body strength is normally fucking horrible, like absolutely horrible. and that pretty much tracks. I do think, though, that this also leads them to make dumb decisions about like what is appropriate fitness level activity. Like there should be no powerlifting in this woman's future. Like for some reason, bigger people, especially bigger women, bigger dudes realize they're fat fucks. And again, bigger dudes, like fat dudes, when they try to powerlift, are weak as fuck for other people their size and normally give up on that shit. But women, for some reason, get in their head that they're very big and then they need to start losing weight. And then they get addicted to the getting stronger. It's like the Anna O'Brien effect, where like she's convinced herself that somehow the pursuit of strength, even though she's weak as fuck, is somehow worth her future health that she doesn't want to address. Anyway. Oh, Michelle, you just signed up for the app. That is awesome. Thank you very, very, very much. Everybody should be signing up. Once again, it's hunger free and hunger free and happy app. Sorry about that. Sign up. We are basically pretty much getting done with our beta testing. We have a few more large upgrades to make, which you guys will notice when you're on the app. And we should be in the Google Store and on iOS within the next couple of weeks. Google should be about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and iOS should probably be about 3 weeks, maybe a little longer, because iOS is a pain in the motherfucking ass. But please do check those out. Let's get back to this lady, though.
I'm trying, he's saying how well of a personal trainer he is. Like, I truly feel like God just has had all of these things just lined up for me. It's like the perfect timing. Sometimes in the back of my head, I'm like, I kind of wish I did this since the beginning. Maybe I would have seen more progress by now, like 6 months later. But at the same time, I'm like, no, like I'm proud. It's like,
so 30 pounds in 6 months, by the way, even though she's a little bigger, she should be super happy with that. Like, people get way fucked up in their head about a lot of this, about a lot of weight loss and stuff like that too. Like, I lost weight at a tremendous pace because, well, just to be honest, I do this for a fucking living, right? Like, my problem with my weight was not lack of knowledge. My problem was that I was a fucking idiot, right? Like, my problem with me being close to 300 pounds did not come from me not knowing what to fucking do. I'd been working out for fucking 38 years at the time. My problem was not knowing what to do about nutrition. For fuck's sake, I literally was in healthcare for like 12 fucking years and ran the nutrition departments of multiple hospitals, assisted living, skilled nursing, CCRCs. I've even written policy up and down the eastern coast of the United States. My problem was I was a fucking idiot. My problem was I was eating to be strong instead of eating to stay alive, which is a fucking big ass fucking problem, especially when you've got an amazingly lovely wife and fucking awesome kid and you want to live a long time and you're fucking eating fucking cheeseburgers and trying to get strong. Stupid. I was stupid. Fucking hate that old fat ass motherfucker I used to be.
Proud that I hired him. I live in Miami. Unfortunately, there's a lot of like weirdo personal trainers or men who just take your money and kind of like just have you do workout sets and just go talk to their friends or be on their phone. Like, no, every single second with this man, like telling me,
Awesome.
absolutely,
That's
I'm
awesome.
extremely grateful, and I'm putting my 100% on it. Clips of me working out. Maybe the quality is not the best because again, I'm reposting it from his Instagram to mine, and being next weekend coming up, I'm gonna build up the courage to bring my actual tripod and the camera and just proud. Yeah, wow, I cannot believe I'm already like at 14 minutes of me chattering here. Oh my god, that was a lot. But I just had to catch up with you guys. Like, hello. I did post like a before and after of my first day starting with my team compared to like I think it was Friday, right? And I could obviously already see like the differences. I'm at my lowest rate right now, which is 284. I can't believe it. But I still feel like it's taking me forever to get out of the 280s. I feel like
so basically 284, you've got about 140 pounds to lose still. So good for you for taking this very, very seriously. Annie, you got this. I'm going to check in with you often about this, but I wanted to we're just going to close you out and then get to, we'll do a little Q&A. Go from there. Let's see. But I've heard it's easier to build an app for iOS because there's less diversity in devices. Is it harder to meet their requirements? Their requirements are insane. Not insane. I mean, it's good for them, but it's a much quicker, easier process to go through Google. The thing for my app, I built this app to be a web app first. So then the web app gets wrapped into basically a package and put on Google and then put on iOS. iOS has much stricter standards for launching apps. Much. Google is much easier, especially because most apps are created on the Google Firebase, GitHub, and cloud platform. So that's why, unless you're using AWS, which I would not ever use Amazon for an app. Just personally, I'm going to stick with Google. But I'll let you know because I'm in the process right now. From what you're saying, nutritionists in the U.S. give very different advice from nutritionists here in Italy. Here, all nutritionists will educate you to choose whole foods. That's awesome. Good. That makes me very happy for you guys. Now, one more time, folks. Hunger, free, and happy app. Go join right now. We have a challenge going on, but also you can do the full workout programs. For the premium and up, you can do all workout programs, join the challenges. You're involved in the Hunger Free and Happy chat, and you get all the, you can download the books for free right now. Go join. Looking forward to working with you motherfuckers. God damn.